I'm curious about that you said like you had a quite intensive period that you travel a lot with a lot of travel contents, and then you shift your focus to a different direction. And like travel is kind of like a topic that mm, yeah, most people are interested in. And for you, because you have traveled extensively, um, how does travel mean for you now and at this stage? And when you now, have another trip, how does it feel going now?
Yeah, I still love traveling, and but it changed and it changes over a lifetime. Like the first big trips that I did was when I was 19, and I went to Australia with two friends, and we explored like the whole Western Australia with our van. And it was just a life changing journey because you're so young and your mind goes open. And it's the first time that you take care of yourself and you handle your money and you try to express yourself in different language. So it has such a different meaning. Um, and then a couple of times in my life, I had long trips because I'm super happy that I chose to travel between two important life phases, like after my studies or after one job. And for example, I lived and traveled in Argentina to. Then my scope was to learn Spanish, so I was more language focused and also to get to know the country and see the country, but also to get really into the culture. So that changes a lot. And then, of course, when working in the travel industry, that changes everything again because you're working. So you need to also bring home a product. I actually did a gig for Jordan in 2014, and it was 10 days of the whole best place of Jordan. And we were also with a famous photographer, and we developed a friendship because through our passion, we really could explore the country. So, but it's very different from just going with your backpack and going around because you have to deliver stuff. And that was also already very different from 2017 when I worked with Al Jazeera with a whole crew. And so you move with a technical crew around, and you see a lot. But I also noticed that you hover also on the surface because you go back to your hotel room and edit. And so I think that solo traveling is one of the most interesting for your own development to really get acquainted with the culture. And yeah, those experiences sometimes I miss that I don't have that anymore. That I have a family now, so I don't go away for 3 months just to learn a new language. But yeah, that fits more to another stage in life. But I get to travel and work with very interesting people and meet very interesting projects. So I'm not really going to a place to only explore the culture, but with a certain purpose to visit a certain project. And so last year I've been to South Africa, and because now it's already a friend of mine, and he has an institution to help people with addiction in South Africa. Yeah. And he does an amazing job to help people change their lives. So I'm in that institute, and then I learn and get to know to all the people and their methodology, and that's very interesting. And then also during my documentary, I've been in Spain a couple of times, and really connected to that community. And that's the community where something really is happening, something is boiling. So you get to the places of change. So I think I need that still, and I'm lucky that my girlfriend is very flexible in that and wants to. We allow each other also to have our experience apart from each other. And then, of course, we do it also with the family. And that's more family time traveling. So yeah, there's all different kinds of purposes in within travel. But I still like the biggest thing that I like of travel is to um the exchange of culture and the friendships that you make and the understanding you gain of the other and also that you're not so different from each other. You know, that's the most beautiful thing. And some people say that I'm a bit more hospitable than other Dutch people. Uh, and I think because I've been hosted myself so many times, like I've traveled in Africa, and then I was like living with rural people, and they would let me stay for 2 weeks and share their food, and that's real education also for yeah being in Holland before you get invited to someone's house to for dinner. Well, you need to get acquainted pretty well. So it's a school of life travel, and I hope to be able to continue that. That's a bit of a long answer, but I hope it was
So funny. Yeah. Yeah, I also feel travel itself within the school of life for sure. Yeah. And the source of learning doesn't only come from school, and
absolutely not.
especially when like yeah goes further, and the inspiration of learning really comes from each individual person that you encounter and what you kind of pick from.
Yeah, and also like politics nowadays, it is very polarizing. People hate each other because they are different, and I think that it bridges a lot of differences that you see. That you can maybe have your neighbor in your own country, and you have a total different mindset than someone from Mongolia, and then you feel this connection, and you have to even the same values, set of values. So it's amazing to feel that, like, hey, we're totally not so different.
Absolutely.